Okay, so if our essential question is, how can I use a point and the slope to write a linear equation? This is a really good example because it gives us the slope right away and it gives us a point, an xy pair. So the first thing I'm going to do just to keep myself organized is write out everything I need. So for the equation, y equals mx plus b, I need a y value, an m, an x, and a y-intercept. So the point they give me, y is negative 50, x is 15. They tell me my slope is negative 3, but I don't know what my y-intercept is, so I'm going to put a question mark. Then I'm going to plug them into the equation in their spot. So y goes first, and that equals m, so my slope. Whenever two letters touch, that means multiplication, so times my x value, 15, plus my missing y-intercept. And remember, these x and y values are just temporary to help us find our permanent y-intercept. Okay, so multiply negative 3 and 15, which is negative 45. Okay, and in order to get b by itself, I have to move this to the other side. So I'm going to add it because that will cancel it out. So negative 50 plus 45 is negative 5. That cancels, so I'm left with negative 5 as my y-intercept. So then I can go over to my final answer, y equals negative 3x. You could say plus negative 5, or you could say minus 5. So notice I didn't use negative 50 and 15, right? I don't need them anymore. They were just to help me to find my slope and my y-intercept. Okay, and if we try a slightly harder, only because it has a decimal in it, right? So y, m, x, and b. Those are the four values I need for any linear equation. So in this case, they give me the point 28, 0. So I know my y value is 0, my x is 28. They told me my slope was 0.5, and my y-intercept I still don't know, so I'm going to put a question mark. So my numbers when I plug them in are 0 equals 0.5 times 28 plus b, because I know they have to follow the pattern y equals mx plus b. So let's multiply my slope and x value together, and I'll get 14. And then I want to move 14 to the other side, so I'm going to subtract it to cancel it out. So my y-intercept is negative 14. So that means I can write my final equation. Y equals 0.5x minus 14.